Hello, 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 beautiful people. April coming to you live for day 4 of our sleigh to help you generate more business in your income. Unexpected, did I say more? More income in your business. Unexpected income. That's what we like. I don't know if that's what I said. I'm being slightly distracted by two things. One is there's some neighbours making a bit of noise, which is fine, but I may get distracted and have to go in. And the other was, if any of you have seen my story today, that I woke up to having a huge python snake on the front porch of the holiday house where we're staying. And it freaked me fucking out. And now I'm sitting outside now because it's such a beautiful day, but I'm also feeling really nervous that there's going to be a snake. So if you see a snake crawling up behind me, do something. Send lots of love hearts or something so that I know, or wave profusely at me. Anyway, so hopefully you can hear me well enough. And if you're watching here live, then do comment and say hello, so I know who's here. And if you're watching on replay, hashtag replay, so I know that you are here. And please do ask questions or leave comments as we go. I'm always happy to answer questions. But I don't often see them all until the very end. So I do talk. Today is day 4. I just want to quickly recap over the last couple of days that we've been, what we've been doing. So it's 5 days to build some more income. The first day was all about getting some divinely inspired ideas about what you could do and what you could create. Second day was, once you had that, writing that up and making either a landing page, which is super easy. You can use MailChimp for a free landing page, or just literally writing it up on a PDF, like a Word document, and then PDFing it so you can send it to people, or just even creating a post about the thing that you're offering. And for that, you would do who, what, why, where, when, how. So that people know what it is that you're offering and where to get it, how much it costs, etc. If you had any issues around pricing, just literally feel into what would feel good, what feels fair, allow the price to drop in, and whatever the first number is that comes into you is usually pretty well on the money. If it feels too high, then that's probably a limiting belief. If it feels too low, then put it up. So that's what I want to share with you there about that. The next day we looked at how to get paid for it. So creating a PayPal link or something along those lines that's super easy, that makes it really easy for people to pay you. So one thing I do see is that people make it a little convoluted to get paid, and you have to go into someone's bank, put their bank details in and go into your bank, and that all can be a little bit overwhelming. So people like ease when it comes to buying something, especially if they're buying something that they weren't expecting to buy. So maybe you're putting out a new offering and it's like a short sale or a little thing. Make it easy for them to just click a link and then buy it. Day 4, which is what we're on today, is talking about the thing that you're offering. So hopefully now you've got a really clear idea of what it is. You've come up with something that's really easy to offer, easy to deliver, and you're ready to put it out there. So what I want to talk to you about is how to use social media, your Facebook or Instagram or wherever it is that you hang out, how to use that to tell people about it. And this is a bit where, again, I see a lot of people holding back, and they think, well, they say it once and then shouldn't everyone know? It's like, no, you have to say it many, many times. So what I want you to do today's little part of the challenge, is to think about what it is you're offering and why people need it, and maybe write it up in 2 separate posts if you've got time. Think about coming at it from 2 different angles. So what are you going to help the people with? How are you going to help them? And maybe come at writing a post from the angle of really outlining what it is that they're going to get out of it, and coming at it from that point. And then get creative and think about it in another way. So how can you say that differently? So maybe saying it differently would be like sharing a testimony of someone who has used that product or service of yours, or something similar that you've offered, and the results that they get. And so one post might be in your own words and one post might be in someone else's own words. And then you could potentially in one post have your face and in another post have a client's face. Something like that. So I'm wanting you to come up with 2 different ways to post about this new beautiful offering that you've got to offer and put out there, and come at it at 2 different ways, so that you're really starting to broaden your mind around how you talk about your stuff. Like what I find is when I've got something to offer, I might do a 2 to 3 week launch for it. Every single day I'm asking myself, okay, how can I tell them about it differently today? What can I show them or explain to them, about it that's going to make them realize, I need this. This is for me. And a good thing, the word that just popped in then as I was talking, is the showing. Show, don't tell. My daughter actually is learning that at school in her writing, and man, she's 10 years old and she's an amazing writer already, because they're teaching her about storytelling and how telling people, just telling you, saying you need this, you need that doesn't work, but showing people the results. Like that's why the client testimonials and maybe doing a post about someone who's had it and the results that they've had, that's showing. That's not telling. It's not saying you need this, because it's, someone else has had it and this is what they got out of it. So you're showing them the result. Hopefully that makes sense. So 2 posts is what your home play is for today, with 2 different types of pictures to go with that. Would be what I'd be recommending. And the other thing I want to talk about, briefly touch on here as well, is about the language that you choose. So quite often the marketing experts have taught us to scratch the pain points of the people that we're here to serve, because that gets them to buy. And what I mean by that is, you tell people, you kind of exaggerate or talk to their fears and say, I know you're feeling stuck, I know you're feeling crappy, I know you're feeling like this, here, let me help you. Now that's one way of doing it, and generally doing that does have a good success rate. However, for me personally, I have really not enjoyed writing content in that way or selling in that way. I don't like scratching pain points. I think it feels really wrong to me. And what I rather do is something that my coach has taught me to do, which is basically speak to people's aspirations, talk to their next level version of who they're becoming, and invite that person in to get what is needed. So I much prefer, it's much more of a positive angle that you come at your posts with, and it's like, would you like to do this, do that, be this, be that, and really thinking about who it is that the people you're here to serve, who they're becoming, and what that person really needs to hear. So when those of you who are familiar with Carly Marie's work, you'll know about Wild Woman, what I'm talking. So my clients are mainly women, and Wild Woman is a mode that we go into. There's cycles of modes that we cycle through. And Wild Woman is basically every, day or couple of days, a part of us, the next level version of us, is ready to step out. And so sometimes you'll find you get really excited and you do crazy things that you think, oh my God, take risks. Not crazy things as in like crazy things, but things like where you take risks and you're willing to kind of put yourself out there a bit more. That's your Wild Woman. That's your next level version of you, taking you forward to the next level. And so when you're selling, it's really good to sell to someone's Wild Woman, or the man equivalent, whatever his aspirations are. Sell to that, because it's a beautiful way to sell when you're inviting people in to take that next level step. Let me see what else I want to say to you. I wanted to just mention that when you are doing your posts or doing a live, for example, I'd love you to do a live on what it is you're selling as well, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. It's really important to be fully behind and fully energized towards what it is you're selling. So if you're not fully behind it, if you've got doubts about it and you're feeling a bit like nervous about it, then that is going to come through in the energy of your posts or the energy of your lives if you do lives. So if that's happening for you, if you've created this little thing in these last couple of days and there's a part of you going, oh God, I don't know if I'm ready to put it out there, then it's really important that you work on that and work through that so that you can get totally behind your offering energetically. So if you're feeling that way, do send me a message, let me know so that I can send you something that will help you work through that. I did do a live earlier today on my personal profile about limiting beliefs, and that's usually what keeps us trapped around something. So if that's probably what I would send you if you've got like this kind of fear around what it is you're putting out there. So the fear that you might have around what you're putting out is either based on a limiting belief, or it's because the offer isn't right and maybe you do need to tweak it. But generally speaking, it will be, if you've had it on your heart to deliver this thing, if you've allowed divine inspiration to come through, if you've done all the steps the way that I've been suggesting that you do them during this 5-day challenge, then it's probably is just a limiting belief that's holding you back. Like if you're hesitant to put it out there, then it will be a limiting belief more than likely. That's what it will be. So if that's the case, I'd love to send you my worksheet, which will help you potentially work through that. And if you need further help, then I do one-on-ones, and I've got programs and all sorts of things on offer that might be useful for you. Let's have a look. That's really all the things I wanted to let you know today for the challenge, and I'd love to hear how it's going for you. I'd love to hear if you've got something new going out. Let me know if you have, so I can get behind you and support you in it. And also I do want to just mention, you may have heard, I'm offering a beautiful program at the moment that's a combination of group coaching as well as training, and it's here to help people who feel like they're at the point in their business where they've got a bunch of things they could deliver and have ready to go, but they haven't kind of got them across the line yet. So this little 5-day challenge is a taster of what we would do on a much deeper and bigger level in my program, Implement Like a Boss. So implementing is a bit of a superpower of mine, and it's only been a superpower of mine really in the last year or so, where I've understood the steps that I need to take, and I've managed to get my confidence levels to the place they need to be to deliver at the level that I'm at right now. And that's what I want to help people with. So if you feel like you kind of have all the knowledge, you've done a bunch of courses, but there's something holding you back from putting your amazing gifts out in the world, then that's what this program is for. I'm going to hold your hand, take you through the steps, show you how to use social media better, show you how to sell better, show you how to launch and have strategies for launching your products and services in a way that flows, so that every month you've got energy behind it, and that it's never stagnating, and that you're always able to offer new and beautiful things and totally get behind them energetically, like what I've been talking about here today. Then this is the program for you. We do so much in it. It's going to be amazing. Starts on Monday. It's $555, and it's 5 weeks of intensive training and coaching together in a group setting. I'm so passionate about it. I know it's going to shift a whole bunch of stuff for a lot of people. So please let me know if you're interested. PM me if you need any more details. But if you're ready to jump on in, then go to the Learn More link at the top of my page and sign up, because I would love to help you get your beautiful gifts out into the world. All right, that's it from me today. No snake has appeared, which is, thank God. Thank God for that. And I wish you all the best with what you're implementing. We've got one more session tomorrow. I can't remember what time I made it for. It's on a post that's earlier in my page. If you need the times, let me know. But I think I've got a feeling it's in the morning. Anyway, I'll look it up, and I'll be here tomorrow for day 5. And all the very best. Lots of love. Bye for now.